Next firework is the Wicked Witch. This was a very good fountain. It's only got four fountains on this one, but the effects were great. The eyes flashed. I think I paid about £15. Lasted well over a minute. I'd definitely recommend that. Next fountain we got is the one from Morrisons, Haunted House. It's £15 for this, and there's 4 fountains in this one. I actually lit it with the roof still on, and came out really well. Also flashes as well inside right at the finale. For 15 quid, it lasted a long time. Great effects throughout, so I'll definitely recommend that. That's a brilliant fountain. Next one is the Enchanted from Asda. £6 for this. This is probably the best buy fountain out of the lot, and we've got 9 fountains in this little, well, I say little, but medium fountain. Effects on this were great. You know, it created a fan effect multiple times during the fountain. £6 from Asda, that was brilliant. Next one, we've got Unicorn. Again, it's from Asda. Can't remember the price, probably about £8. This one's got 4 fountains in, and I noticed that there's one missing here, because when I look down in here, there is a gap for a fountain to be put in. Whether they forgot to put one in or not, I'm not sure, but this was another good fountain for the price. This is probably one of my favourites of the night. Funny Bones from Asda again. The skull flashes at the front. You've got 4 fountains in there, and then the strobe right in the central part there. Yeah, that was brilliant. Still with the big fountains. Into the atom bombs now. These were a beast. I loved these. Got 2 of these for £10. Created palm tree bursts, twin ones in each shot. Definitely recommend them. For £10 for two in a pack of them. They were brilliant. I got this air show by Classic, which is a Czech firm. I've never bought a firework from this particular brand before, but my god, I was blown away. I paid £35 for this, and fantastic. We're going to use this as the finale. Lasted for about 30 seconds, but the actual bursts of the palms were incredible. Really like this fire. I'm going to buy it again next year. Fantastic. I've actually bought a party selection box as well from Bright Star. Lots of mixed fountains and shot tubes as well. This one, we've got 2 of these. Got this one and this one here. These are both fountains. You see there's two little fountains, or might be quite big ones, in this tube. But the effects on these were great. I'll give these a good 9 out of 10 for these. Fantastic. I mean, this lasted well over 45 seconds each. Good burn time on them as well. We've got these palm tree bursts here and star burst. These came in the selection box as well. There's just 1 shot out of these. Not the best, but it's pretty good for a selection. As you can see, there's all sorts of different fountains I had here. That was a great fountain, this one. 3 in 1 there. It's the other atom burst, Mount Etna fountain, Cuckoo. Oh, that's one of my favourites. I love Cuckoo. Definitely the whistles and the little fountain in that's great. I've got these. These have got to be one of the highlight of the evening. I'll show you them now. It's called Hydro Bombs. It's a pack of 3, and they're fountain and mine battery. Absolutely fantastic. Started off with obviously a little fountain, and then it was like a twin burst in each, but each one had a different effect, crackling and also palm tree bursts. I think one of them actually went wrong and went everywhere in the garden, but it didn't actually eject properly. But nevertheless, that is one way to steal the show, and that for me was one of the highlights, was actually these ones. Got the Starfinder as well. It's a 56 shot. That was pretty good. That was in the selection box. Definitely recommend that. What else we got? Bought this Mystic Fountain. Had like a little rocket head on there, but you remove that before you light it. That was only £1 from Morrisons. Pretty good, but there was similar products in the selection box to this, and for £1, it's not bad buy, but wouldn't be a shame to miss something like that if you didn't buy it. Next one, one of everyone's favourites. You've got to have these in a firework display. Screaming Demons, £5 a pop. Got that from Asda. You know, don't have to explain what that is. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's brilliant as well. Got more fountains down here. Star Charger. That's quite a weird firework. I think they're not as good as they used to be. I think when I light it, there was about 8 went off at the same time. I don't know whether that's meant to happen, but years ago I bought these with the selection box and one would go off at a time. But it only lasted for 5 seconds, not even that. Got 2 of those. One was a missile attack as well. This was a brilliant fountain, 4-in-1 quartet. It's quite similar to the Fabulous fountain. That was brilliant. More shot tubes. Got the gold mine as well. I love how these, with the mines especially, how they use the whole tubes, just obliterates them, whereas, you know, it's definitely no sort of over packaging with these. Just got your standard Roman candles, a couple more fountains there. What else we got? That is it. I bought this one as well from the range. It's a 37 shot. This was brilliant as well. I think it was 11 quid. Definitely recommend this. It's great air time. Great bursts in the air with these. Fantastic. I'll definitely recommend this. About 9 out of 10 for this. If only if it was a bit longer, that would be brilliant. But this has got to be one of the highlights of the night. It's the UFO spinning fountain by TNT. I paid 20 quid for this. Morrisons. Sorry, Asda. Didn't know what to expect of it at first, but it turned out to be a really, really nice firework. Started off with the middle one going off first. It went up about 8 to 10 feet in height, the actual fountain. Didn't spin at first like I thought it would, and that worried me when I set it off. I literally thought it was going to start spinning as soon as the fuse touched the fountain, but it didn't. And I thought, oh, I've blown 20 quid. See how it went. But when that went and these started to go off, these 3 here, it's a combination. It was a brilliant effect when it was spinning round. Sparks and showers went everywhere. It's not a coloured fountain whatsoever. It's literally just white sparks. It lasted, I think, 45 seconds to a minute. For 20 quid though, would I buy it again? Probably, if the price was a bit lower. I think it's not worth, I would say, more than 10 quid. For 20 quid, you probably get something better, but if you want to have a bit of fun, have a bit of novelty to your firework display, I would say probably buy it. You're going to have a bit of a laugh with that. And I got onto the Catherine wheels. I bought this especially, I think it cost me £8. This is probably the most disappointing firework of the night. Half of it didn't lit, half of it worked. It just gave off similar effect to actually this firework here, to be honest. You know, for £8 I was a bit pissed off, to be honest, that it didn't work properly, and so I decided to light it again just before I made this video, just to finish it off. It had quite a long fuse left on it, so it wasn't too risky the light. But yeah, that's a disappointment by Bright Start. Maybe because obviously mine was faulty, it probably wasn't working as well as I thought it was going to expect it to work. But again, for that sort of money, expect a decent wheel. You can't fault these ones though. These are brilliant. Come in the selection box, so you can buy them a pack of 5. Don't need to explain how that goes. It's pretty decent Catherine wheel. You've got these cheap ones as well. This one didn't work. See, the fuse went on that. I've actually lit one of these in the past and they're quite poor. Don't last for more than 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds. But yeah, it is what it is. You got a cyclone wheel, pretty decent. Again, it's just a selection box Firework, good for kids. And yeah, that is the lot. Spent approximately £280 to £300 on this lot. Again, I could have bought a lot better fireworks, but again, it's just literally mainstream fireworks. Bought it for the length of time as well. There's also, not on this video, I bought a pack of silly cows, flying pigs, and some warhawks. 15 rockets in total. Again, I'll rate them 10 out of 10. I haven't got a picture or any sort of aftermath of the firework itself, but yeah, so that's my display of 2020. Definitely a success, and can't wait for next year. Adios.